Hey everyone, and welcome to what is essentially the final chapter in my High School Musical, the Musical, the Series, Thoughts and Feelings trilogy. I've done 2 other videos talking about my thoughts on seasons 1, 2, and 3 of the show. But now that I have finished watching season 4, it is time to talk about my thoughts and feelings on High School Musical, the Musical, the Series, Season 4. Now then, I'll just recap my thoughts and feelings on the other 3 seasons. Season 1 I found absolutely amazing from start to finish. Season 2 started strong, but ultimately left me bitterly disappointed. And season 3 really picked up from where really picked itself up. It managed to get the show back onto its feet and back into the good, giving us a brand new story and everything. Now, season 4 is the final season of the show, so if you're expecting me to do any more High School Musical, the Musical, the Series reviews, then I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed, because this will be the last video of that series that I do. So, a lot of things have changed. It picks up right where season 3 left off. The documentary for the Frozen musical has been released, and let me just say, it actually impacted the lives of the students very much. People seem to think different things were happening. Like, people think that Ashlyn had a crush on Maddox, Jet had a crush on Courtney, Carlos was cheating on Seb, and all that sort of stuff. But the biggest thing to come out of it was Ricky and Gina officially became a couple. Which, to be completely honest, I bet has been building up since the first season, because they've actually been growing closer and closer over the course of these years. So we do start off rather good, and we're back at East High, so we're going back to the series roots, and way back to the series roots, because they would be putting on a production of High School Musical 3, senior year. And what a coincidence. That happens in 2023, which, in case you aren't aware, is the 15th anniversary of High School Musical 3. I guess it kind of makes sense, seeing as High School Musical 2 celebrated 15 years last year, and that was when season 3 came out. But regardless, a lot of things happen, as well as the arrival of Bart Johnson, who played Coach Jack Bolton, Troy's dad in the original movies, announcing High School Musical 4 The Reunion would be filming at East High. And loads of different cast members came back. It was absolutely incredible. And we even get 2 new cast members in the form of Matthew Sato, or is it Sato? I don't know. And Kylie Control as Mac and Danny. And to be completely honest, I like them. They were good characters. Kylie was she was a bit of a diva, kind of like Courtney was. Mac, he was basically Gina's childhood crush, and Ricky felt threatened. That's the long and short of it. So yeah, Mac and Danny are basically starring in the High School Musical 4 movie. But then things happen, and Gina gets the role of Mac's love interest instead. And to be completely honest, that just rocks Ricky's world. And adding on to that, Ricky is looking at college plans, as is Courtney. And you know how I've also been a massive supporter of Carlos and Seb's relationship all throughout the season. This is the biggest hint of relationship trouble those two have had. The biggest hint of it since season 2. Like, season 2 saw them have trouble, but season 4, this was much bigger. Carlos was worried that Seb thought that Carlos was cheating because of the documentary. And when they finally talk, what the truth of it all was much worse. I could not believe this when I heard it. It turned out that during that summer, Seb cheated on Carlos. I could not believe it when I heard. It was absolutely unbelievable. And it made me worried for the future of Carlos and Seb. Because I love those two to bits. They are amazing together. They make a great team. They make a great couple, and it was absolutely gut-wrenching. What was even more gut-wrenching was the revelation that Ashlyn's boyfriend, Big Red, and Ricky's best friend was the one Seb cheated with. So basically, Seb cheated on Carlos and Big Red cheated on Ashlyn. Just what the hell was that about? I just... I guess it's kind of... Although Big Red kind of tells it as how he came out as bi, which is something he reveals at the end of season 3. And of course, Ashlyn recently came out as queer last season as well. And the two actually discuss that, and they decide to break up for the sake of each other. And to be completely honest, I thought that if they ever broke up, it would probably be the worst thing to happen. But I was okay with it. They managed to do it the way they managed to break up the way all couples should break up, with them both feeling happy with each other and them always staying friends and being there for each other and just overall being happy for each other. And that's what Big Red and Ashlyn are. They had, in Ashlyn's words, the most beautiful breakup in history. It's if you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. And of course, we have all these different guest stars coming in, like Maddox and Jet come back from the third series, and it turns out Ashlyn and Maddox have actually been developing feelings for each other, and Jet kind of develops a crush on Courtney. That I didn't exactly see in season 3. We also get EJ coming back. We actually get to see him at the college he works at now. And it really helps to show that Ricky and EJ have gone from being enemies to friends to virtually brothers. They really do see each other as brothers. And that is fantastic. And we also get another familiar face with the return of Emmy, who was one of the younger campers from season 3. In fact, she was the one who sang the camp rock song This Is Me in the penultimate episode of season 3, and she did a fantastic job with it. So when Liamani Segura, her actress, was promoted to main cast, I knew we were in for a treat, because Liamani, possibly one of the best singers out of the whole cast, she has got an amazing voice, and her casting as Emmy was fantastic. And we also get to learn more about Ricky's character and learn why he's always been so afraid of things happening. It's because he's scared. His biggest fear is losing the ones he loves. And he even admits to EJ that he's sick of losing people. It's happened so many times. It happened with Nene. It happened with his mum. It happened with pretty much anybody that he was led to believe that his happiness can only last for a few seconds before it all starts crumbling to pieces. But I think he has a solid future with Gina. I honestly think he does. Because he realizes the mistakes he made in the past with Nene, and with Gina, he is not willing to repeat that. He's not willing to repeat that mistake ever. So overall, this season is fantastic. And all the renditions of the High School Musical songs that they do, fantastic. All the new ones. We even get to see some flashbacks that take place in between episodes of season 1, which was utterly amazing. And the fact that they ended the show during the credits sequence with a rendition of Born to Be Brave, one of the best songs from season 1. It was fantastic. And an emotional group number at the end about them parting ways. It was amazing. Season 4 is hands down one of the best seasons of the show. It was a great way to end the series. And I'm really going to miss the show. I'm going to miss it a lot. It's possibly my favourite Disney Plus show. outside of the Marvel and Star Wars shows, I just love it, and I'm really going to miss it. But what did you guys think of season 4? Do you agree with my opinion? Did you think it was one of the best? Did you think it was a good way to end the series? Are you going to miss the show? Let me know in the comments below. And just remember, once a wildcat, always a wildcat. See you next time.